Okay, can you put that? Sure. Oh.
This club, we just have one requirement. Be as authentic as you possibly can.
In other words,
just be your authentic as you, okay?
Okay.
All right. Hey guys, still here at the first annual Jazz and Blues Festival in Tallahassee, Florida, and we are privileged, blessed, excited, in awe with R&B royalty, the one and only, Miss Cheryl Cooley of KLYMAXX.
The KLYMAXX. Hey. Oh, wow. I miss you. Oh, thank you. Wow.
How's it going?
Oh, good. So, a lot going on at one time, but that's always exciting in life.
Well, that's life, isn't it? Yeah, the more you got going on, the busier you get. Yeah.
And before we go any further, happy birthday!
Yes.
Oh, thank you so much.
How does it feel to be sharing birthday with the Funk Master himself?
I know how.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
So you're in Tallahassee for the Jazz and Blues Festival.
Yeah.
What can we expect from you guys?
We're having a lot of fun on stage.
Having a lot of fun on stage?
And after all these years, we're still having fun on stage.
Yes, I'm still enjoying it, and I'm really so honored that the audiences still want to hear KLYMAXX music and still come and party with us and stuff. I mean, I'm just so glad to continue to be able to, perform the KLYMAXX legacy and have fun, do my art, my dream come true. Yeah. It really is. This is something that I had dreamt about even before I started playing guitar. I mean, I had daymare, nightmare, whatever you want to call it. And I saw myself on stage playing guitar. Now, one thing about the guitar, for some reason, my parents always gave me a toy guitar every other Christmas. So it was something that was always around me. So in this dream, I see myself on stage, the lights are going, the music is going, the audiences are all hyped up, and I'm getting ready to step up to the microphone and sing my first note, and then all of a sudden I look over to the right of to the band, and I go, gee, they look kind of odd. But anyway, I start singing, right? So I'm just like, oh, okay, well, we're all here to have fun. So I don't know, fast forward, 10, 15, 20 years, we're performing at the Olympic Auditorium in downtown LA. The scene is perfect. Deja vu. I have stepped into the dream. The lights are going, the sound is going, the audience is going. And it's just all of a sudden, I step up to the microphone and go, oh wow, this is a dream. What was it about the band that I could not understand? So I look up to my right and was like, oh, it's an all-female band.
Oh.
Yeah, because I didn't have the concept at the time. I originally had the dream. So to see it to come into fruition is like, okay, now I understand. I am living my dream. As of today, I am still living my dream, and I'm just so honored and happy to be continuing to do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So where were you discovered?
What again?
Where were you discovered?
I played in a lot of different bands in college and high school, and I happened to be rehearsing with this one band, and these girls were looking in the window and walked in and said, hey, you want to play in this band? You want to play in our band? We have an all-female band called KLYMAXX. I'm like, well, okay.
Okay.
So at the time, I was also working at a bank, and I was telling my supervisor about this all-girl band I was in, and she said, well, if you give me a demo tape and a picture, I'll give it to my uncle. He's a producer for Peebo Bryson at the time. And so we gave him the tape and the picture and everything, and he didn't like it.
Wow.
But when one door closes, that does not
Another
mean
one
another door won't open. So he happened to give the package to one of the vice presidents of Solar Records, Margaret Nash, and she loved what she heard. She called me, wanted to come to one of our rehearsals. She came. She was all smiles and just ready to just jump on board. She brought the president of the company of Solar Records, Dick Rippey, and we were signed within months.
Wow.
So it was really a dream come true. It was something that I just knew that it was going to happen some kind of way, and the doors of opportunity just opened up, and I just walked into the script. I always call it, just okay.
Because I have to say, there was no other group like you at the time.
Yeah.
KLYMAXX was a vibe. I mean, we just all wanted to meet in the ladies' room. We all wanted to be a part of the meeting. We need to go in the ladies' room and have this meeting.
Talk about the men on pause.
Talk about the men on pause.
We like to have fun in our music. A lot of the songs were about real life experiences, you know. Meeting in the Ladies' Room was written by Midnight Star, who was our label mate at the time.
Really?
Yeah, and one day at a club, he was, you know, with his girlfriend, and one of the girls from KLYMAXX saw him and all excited and everything, ran over and hugged and kissed him. The girlfriend was a little upset. She got up and went to the Ladies' Room, and he thought, wow, that's a good idea for a song.
So, you know, you just said about the inspiration of meeting the Ladies' Room. So, like, where did you draw a lot of your inspiration from?
Well, you know, music is fun first. You know, of course, there's all the logistics and the commercialism that are, you know, tacked upon it. But music really is and can be fun. So we were having fun, you know, playing together, rehearsing, making up songs and like that. So I would say the underlying thing first is the love of the music, having fun with the music, you know, and like, oh, it's a great idea, all-female band, you know. But in the very beginning, people weren't, you know, they couldn't get the concept, you know. They weren't as embracing about it in the very beginning, because a lot of people don't realize that we had 2 albums that just, you know, they weren't as popular as Meeting in the Ladies' Room. And like our first album, you know, the DJs on the radio would say, oh, and here's a group KLYMAXX, you know, then they play the song, you know. And then the second album it would be, oh, and here's the group KLYMAXX, and they play the song. But by the third album, Meeting in the Ladies' Room, video had come out, so people were like, oh, that's what an all-girl band looks like. And then the DJs would get on the radio and go, oh, and here's KLYMAXX.
Right. So this had never been done before you got, were you guys the first all-female group?
Well, you know, there was a rock girl band before us, and then the Go-Go's kind of came out before us, you know, pop.
Right.
Yeah. But as far as R&B, even as of today, KLYMAXX is the only R&B all-female band that charted on Billboard.
Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. How does that make you feel? I mean, looking in retrospect.
I'm always surprised. I really am. I'm always surprised that people are so embracing and excited. It's like, really? Because to me, this is me. This is my music, my expression. And when somebody is excited about it, I'm like, really?
I mean, still excited about it after all of these years.
I got a cool story, Miss Cheryl. Yeah. Now, when we first started this podcast, no. Seriously.
Oh, okay, I don't have to hide.
No, we gotta hide. When we first started this podcast, you know, we just wanted to talk about music, and so like it's evolved into what you see right now. I started following your Facebook page maybe a couple of years ago.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, and I sent you a message, you know, tell us about the podcast.
Okay.
And I was like, maybe one day I did.
Really?
Yeah, honest to goodness. And here we are.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Again.
it's alignment. It happened when exactly when it was supposed to happen.
Yeah,
I agree.
There were times we tried to rush it and everything, but everything is happening in its own time. And so we bring me to the question, you know, were there times that you got frustrated and thought about quitting?
Oh, sure. I mean, there's always those moments when you kind of question, you know, is this really what I should be doing? And unfortunately, especially if there's, you know, an income or a lifestyle tied to it, you know.
Okay.
So you really question, you know, are you in the, even though you have a passion for it, you still question whether it's the right thing to do. So yeah, there were many times where it's like, maybe I should do something else, but you know, the music never stops. The germinating of the music never stops within your soul, and so that really kind of keeps you pushing and stuff. Because I mean, fast forward, even when the group was dropped by the company in 1990, I became an electrician.
Wow.
Okay, I guess this is it. So let me find something else. So
But we were talking about that earlier, about the period where no one's calling you.
Right. There's always that period.
But of all the job occupations you can pick, what was it like about being an electrician that drew you?
Well, it was, I was having some work done on my house, and I was telling the contractor about my, you know, the group being dropped, and said, oh, well, why don't you try to be an electrician? You know, it's easy. And I'm like, sure, okay. So I researched about getting into an apprenticeship program. and they happened to have a program where they were trying to encourage women to get into the trades. So I went into like a 5-year apprenticeship program where you go to school one night a week and you work for a contractor. And I did the whole program and became a journeyman where I was actually telling people what to do. But the funny part about it, I didn't realize, again, it was part of the plan. It was part of the plan. So then it's time when I got laid off from the job and tried to call around to get another job. When they hear my